Hello everyone, welcome back again to my channel, and this is same series of Blazor Webassembly. And so far we achieved like list, cart view list, add functionality. But yeah, in this session we'll learn how we can edit functionality. Okay, so let's get start to demo. Okay, click the edit. You will see the data, whatever data in this on a block, they will populate it in this edit form, and you just want to update to C sharp to C sharp new and whatever like C sharp new. Okay, you should update your data. See, data is updated. Okay, so let's get to start implementation. Okay, so I'll take a same example, okay, which is we done in this last session. Okay, so we have implement card list, and so we have implement add block. Okay, so let me run this our project. Okay, so see, this is we achieved in this session, last session. Like add is done, list is done. Now we're trying to edit functionality. So go open to your Visual Studio and see how we can achieve it very easily. So let's open that card list view and go to this button. Okay, so there's a many button. Okay, view, edit, delete. So everything will implement one by one. So in this session, implement the edit button. So how we can do that? Already we learned, like there's an event. Okay, so first what need to do, similar kind of fashion we have to use. How we can do that? Create a new block. So same things, what need to do, just create an event. Okay, at the rate on click event. Okay, and call it to a method like edit block. Okay, and similar you have to create a method and private void edit block. Just copy over here, pass to here, create a method. That's it. Okay, the event is created. Okay, now what need to do, we have to navigate this to that edit page as well. Okay, so how we can do that, just copy this guy over here, but as of now we don't have this page as this component actually. So let's call it to edit blog. Okay, edit blog, and let's make it too small because the navigation property should be small. Okay, so yeah, that edit block. So what need to do next, we need to create that page, that component similar to add block. Okay, so right click on that, create a user component, and it's just to change it to name is edit blog and edit. Okay, so it is a basic from the basic example or card operation we are doing over here. That's why I just create a sample separate component. But yeah, we'll use reusability. How can you use the reusability? That also upcoming features we'll do in this series. Okay, similar, what need to do, we have to create that page directive at that page, so that once I navigate, so we can reach to this page. So what is the page name is edit block. Okay, that is done. What is next? Then need to implement similar form. Okay, whatever we done in edit form. Okay, so let me copy that. Okay, and create it. Okay, so before that, copy that guy. Okay, and or just copy this guy, copy this guy to edit form, then paste it over here. Okay, so we have two model. Okay, so this is our edit model, right? So let me call it to edit. Okay, this is edit blog. Okay, stop it, whatever running your application. So edit blog, and this is our submission. Okay, so update block. Okay, change it to the name update blog. Okay, so similar things we have to do, just create that blog. Okay, and private and blog and bring the namespace, and then the name is edit blog. Okay, edit blog. Okay, just initialize that property, so that actually this time we will not initialize, actually we not create an instance of this property, because we whatever we have, that will binding actually directly from the service, because once call this one, so based on the parameter, actually we'll pass the parameter as well. Okay, and this parameter will fetch the data, whatever this edit block, because in the edit functionality, how we can do that, like simply, like I want to edit some data, like if you go to example, okay, see I want to edit this one, so once I click this add in, so this id, whatever id we have to pass in this method, and based on this method we'll call this method, actually call this service, and service will fetch the data and bind it over here, so that that form can see whatever that blog data. Okay, so how we can do that? First we actually change something in this page directory, so whatever we pass, how we can pass the parameter actually, so that is another feature that you learn, like how we can pass the parameter to one component to another component. So that is way, like see simply, like whatever component name, then just put that curly bracket. Okay, and then name is like, put it some name, whatever variable name, like blog id. Okay, the blog id, just pass it to type as well, so I pass it to integer, because as of now we passing the integer, and same we have to call it to here, so that we can actually serialize whatever id getting from that navigation, so we can just serialize over here. How we can do that? There's a one more nice feature, public integer blog id, and then get set property, and just set the attribute is a parameter. Okay, so this parameter, once you set that parameter, so it will try to match this URI parameter, and it will bind the data, whatever data we are getting from URI. Okay, so this is done, we got the id. Okay, now we have to implement this method, okay, so that we can get the data. Okay, and this one actually trying to update actually. So before update, first once initialize this component, we have to get the call a service, and the service getting the data and trying to bind over here. Okay, so there's again we have to call that override the lifecycle hook event. So what is the lifecycle hook? So protected and override. See, there's a seven lifecycle hook event, so we'll call on initialize. Okay, on initialized or on initialize async, whatever. Actually there's a two similar lifecycle hook, but yeah, one is async, or one is without async. Okay, so as of now we'll call a without async. Okay, and just remove this guy, and what need to do, we have to call our service. Okay, so okay, we required one more service where I can get the data, but as of now we have only these two services, like get all the data and create async. So we have to create one more method, so that we can get the data based on the id. Okay, so it is very simple. See, the get id, okay, passes the id, so I will get the data. So just implement over here. Yes, go to blog service and just implements. Okay, so let me implement. It's very simple, like simply you have to return, and what is our list? Blog list dot where, use the link queue extension and just find, use the lambda expression f.id matches that id and use to send it to not list first and default. Okay, first and default, that's it. Okay, so that's it. And also it is a async method, so trying to async. Okay, that's it. Okay, that is saying that's it. But yeah, so let me try to implement this one over here. How we can do that? Simply, whatever the data I need to set it over here, like in this variable. So call to that. Okay, again I have to call that service. So it is very simple. Whatever we done over here, like call this service. So just inject first. If you injecting here, any service you can inject like this way. This is a very simple. And bring the namespace. Okay, and then that's it. Call this one method dot get by id, pass this to id, blog id is a navigation property id, and that's it. See, the data is there, model is there, this model is binding, and based on this model I'll show my data. Okay, whatever data I can show it over here. Okay, that's it. And just this is the method. Okay, that I guess update model is there, so this one is not required. Okay, just remove this guy. Okay, because we have this finally submission update model is here. So let me create that proper this method as well, like private. Okay, and void method. Okay, so this is simple. And then what need to do? Okay, we required one more service actually to update the data. Okay, in this service. So let me create that one first. Okay, so go to again to service. Okay, so we have to create one more service for that update. So that is also very simple. Okay, so let me bring that one. Okay, so see, very simple, like return type is an integer, update is sync, and just pass to id whatever I want to update that id, and whatever model, actually whatever the update model we have to pass to update. Okay, so this is one, and then simply just implement. Okay, it is there, and that's it. We have to put some logic, so update in this list. Okay, this is a little bit logic, so let me copy paste and I'll explain you actually. So see, first what we are doing, the list, we are finding the data. Okay, in this list we have a data or not based on this id, whatever id we are getting from that component. Okay, if it is exist, if it is not exist. Okay, if it is exist, so that will whatever id is will returning. Okay, if it is not exist, then what we'll do, it will come here, and whatever our model data will trying to update, that's it. It will automatically update to our blog list. Okay, and it should be written, so it should be put on a async. Okay, that's it. Okay, so that is done, and whatever the latest id, we'll just pass it over here, whatever id we are trying to update. So based on this, if it is update, so this one, if it is not updated, definitely will not get this id. Okay, so this is done. Save, go to your edit blog component and just call it to here. Okay, it's very simple, like call this blog service dot that update method and pass it to your blog id. Okay, blog id and your model, whatever model is updated. So this is our updated model, pass it to this, and that's it. Okay, once it's completed, so what need to do, we again to navigate to our that our base URL. Okay, what is our base URL? Our indexes. Okay, so that it is updated. So let me navigate. So before navigation, I already done in this add blog and Blazor component as well. So let me copy this guy and paste to here. Okay, so I just need that navigation manager, so I need to inject it. So just inject and just call to where we want to redirect to our page. Okay, so redirect to our base URL. Okay, that's it. I think that is enough. So let me build and see what is. Okay, there's a one issue. Let me try to fix that one. Okay, it is saying something. Go to error list. It's saying cannot complete time.c block to block. Okay, it is edit till 38 number. So where is 38 number? It will go to 38 number is here. Okay, so it's saying this is actually blog task.blog or it is a normal blog. Okay, so that's why it's complaining. So what need to do? We can just use to await. Okay, and that's it, I guess. Okay, now it should work. Let me rebuild. Again one issue, so let me figuring out where is the issue. Go to error list. What is the error? Okay, now edit block start with lower character. Okay, and component name cannot be the lower character. Okay, so it's saying component name should not be a lower character. Okay, so that is a nice feature to Visual Studio give us so that we can't mistake. Okay, so see, we are creating a. So what need to do? Just rename it. Okay, edit and just add and just try to run. Hopefully this time no errors. Okay, see, there is no error. Just run. Okay, so see, there's add blog is done and then they're trying to edit something. Okay, so there's a C#. Okay, so just trying to edit. Okay, so I think, see, once I click edit, nothing happened. Okay, why it's nothing happened? Go to again our razor component, razor list component. Okay, so here we create a onclick. Okay, we by mistakenly we create a onclick in this view page. Okay, so let me remove that guy from here to on the edit part. Okay, so instead of confusing, okay, so let me comment it out. Okay, so that no confusion. Once I implement that, time will uncomment this code. Okay, just me rebuild. Okay, just edit also. Just click edit. See, edit block. There is a no edit block. Edit block. Okay, so it's I think some mistaken we did. Edit block component is not there. Might be they are thinking. Okay, see, yeah, right, because see, we are passing only just edit, but we have to pass that parameter as well. Okay, so how we can pass in the parameter? So that is important. Okay, so passes the parameter like this way, like similar, just using interpolation over here. Okay, and see, interpolation, then slash, and whatever our parameter, where is our parameter, just pass to over here. Okay, in this here we have to pass this current item ID. Okay, ID object actually, then we can get it from there. So how we can do that? We have to use some lambda expression actually here. So let me use that one. So that is important actually. So let me create a lambda expression as a callback function. Okay, and here just use this. Okay, and then edit contact, and see, this is edit contact, and then pass it to our whatever blog. Okay, blog dot id. Okay, so that id, so this should be enough. Okay, on click edit, and there should be edit blog. Okay, it's fine, and also just pass to parameter integer id. Okay, and that's gone. Okay, see, whatever, stop, whatever method we have to pass, we can use the callback function, so that we can pass our parameter. I can pass it a parameter, or I can pass it the whole object as well, whatever item. Okay, so that's it, this is done, and then pass it to id. That is sufficient, I guess. So let me run one more time. Okay, so now let me click the edit. See, once I edit whatever the data I'm populating in this edit form, and let me try to add new. Okay, I'm not trying to change to URL, that's why it will go away. Okay, so see, there is a button is missing, update button is missing. Okay, let me edit that button. Okay, so I think that one I miss it, I just remove. So go to again edit blog, and here we record one button. Okay, so that we can update it. So once I record a submit button, so see, this is submit button. Once I submit, okay, so it will call on in this form actually itself, it's called this OnValidSubmit method. Okay, and it's submit event, and this event call this method, and this method perform everything and go back to here. Okay, just save it, try to run. Okay, see, update button is there. Okay, just update. See, the update is there. Okay, let me try one more update. Mayu new. Okay, see, also it's updated. Edit Angular new. So see, everything is updated. Okay, so that is done for this session, and next session we'll achieve to delete functionality. Okay, so keep tuning, and don't forget to subscribe, like, share.